Hello my wonderful visionaries, Ashley here from the Lucid Visions YouTube channel, and welcome to episode 3 of the Norco Let's Play. I've been away for a while, I've moved house, I've changed jobs, but now I'm back and looking to crack on and uncover more of this mystery. As before, I will be reading all lines of dialogue, and I will be trying to piece together the narrative as we go along in real time. So, looking at some of the older videos, I noticed I made a few mistakes, only to later on find out that my initial assumptions were incorrect, so just bear with me with that. But that being said, grab yourself a tea, grab yourself a coffee, sit down, relax, and join me on the journey. Let's go. Okay, so a little bit of a recap of the story. So we're Catherine, bit of a departure from what we were used to. We started off the story as Kay. Catherine's the mum with cancer. We're still looking for the brother Blake. We were hypothesizing about whether or not this character Catherine's looking to have her consciousness uploaded into like the cloud or saved onto a hard drive for her children. Basically, she's terminally ill. There's this conspiracy in a river, Norco, the town, and the company that are on the other side. I can't remember what they're called actually. I can't actually look because we don't get the option here. But there's the company on the other side that are doing work in the river. It's a bit strange. It's a bit weird. There's an android AI that has contacted Catherine to download this app. And now she's kind of using this app to try and make some money, and the app's brought her to the duck place, the curious duck. And we also have a few caveats: the stinky hot dogs, the couple I didn't give any money to, weird Santa, and we've got the group of the group of tourists being shown around. So we have been told to meet up with Dallas. This is Dallas, and this is where we continue the story. So let's go. Guessing you're Catherine. That's right. Rosie debriefed you? That was a debriefing. Yeah, she was horrible, wasn't she? Was that a debriefing? I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but sure. She can be kind of... He casts his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Ooh, some history there, maybe? Quack job should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. Ooh. What's Superduck? What exactly is Superduck? It's a way of making money. Right, but it's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. Don't know why it exists, none of that. There are nodes all across the region, points where you can speak with Superduck directly. These are all things Rosie should have filled you in on. Not surprised she didn't. Tell me about Rosie. What's Rosie got to do with any of this? There are a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network, probably the only reason she keeps it going. Yet she was not happy when we turned up. We touched her crystal ball. We also saw the cat in there as well. And this is obviously this is a few weeks before the start of the story with Kay. So I do have a theory that the cat has a bigger part to play. We also have Ditchman as well. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I do have a bit of a cold right now, so apologies if I sound a little bit strange. Okay. Doubt she's sold merchandise in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you call it a front. Have you been on Quack Job long? How long have you been using this app? Been doing this since before there was an app. But Super says, use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Okay. So the app wasn't created by the life form that was created in the river, or the, because I think it was Catherine's partner in crime, Duck. I think his name. He was like a doctor or a lab partner who also had the AI, the android-style AI that broke free. It's a little bit unclear exactly what happened there, so I'm sure we'll unravel that and unpack that. Yeah, okay, let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. This is going to be a long night. Only reason I ever come to the quarter is for work. What's next? We met at the rendezvous point, so now what? Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. Only reason I ever come to the quarter is for work. How'd you get involved with Superduck? This all used to happen on Craigslist, posts showing up to strangest things. I was bussing tables uptown, couldn't swing rent, had a kid to feed, started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was steal a head drive. Broke into a man's house in Norco, stole it right out of his office, brought it to another house. Head drive? Maybe that's what's Catherine's gonna have her consciousness uploaded to? The people were just like me. Just like you? How? Didn't know shit. They were there because of a post, just like I was. The house wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. They plugged the head drive into the wall. They gave me some cash. I left. Very strange. We didn't try and get an Uber last time, did we? Oh. Alright, well hang on. Let's check. Okay, so install, meet him, receive orientation at the Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies in Fat City. So that's actually where I just was, right? Oh. Did this work before? Did I even try it? Well, that's Eagle Wholesale, so let's go. Right. A steady beat of traffic lights the sky along the causeway. The doors are locked, the office is closed. Okay. The galvanized steel door to the supply warehouse is half opened. Well, let's sneak in there then. Let's go. What on earth is that? Okay. Is this where the story picks up? What? Catherine. You made it. Ooh. Okay, so that's Act 1 finished. I was so close to finishing Act 1 on the last playthrough. Catherine, you made it. Weird mecha kind of almost Geiger-esque bird creature. I was not expecting that. Erica said Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather. Okay. Shield. So that's the name of the corporation. Something in the lake. Ditchman. Duck, who's the doctor friend. Blake. Million. The dad. Right, okay, cool. I shall not dwell. Yes. So now what? Erica said Blake was heading to Floodgate Tavern. We should gather all the information we can there. Alright. Monkey? Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. Okay. To the overworld we go. Floodgate Tavern is now open. Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. We're finally in. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him. Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face? The LCD pulse of the evening news makes pale shadows across the bar. An image of a man with a long grey beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulder. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. Shield officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil into a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates. Shield officially say he is... Okay, so a man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates. Shield officials say he is believed to be hiding in the Bature Woods along the east bank between Kenner and LaPlace. Bature, we went there before, that's where the horse was, and the guy on his knees. Was that Lucky, maybe? Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. Maybe that was the cause of the explosion that killed Blue? Okay. Let's check this drunk guy out. A man lies face down on the bar, surrounded by empty bottles. Let's start with the barman. Evening, folks. Can I get something started? You know Blake, my dear? Yeah, I know Blake. He hasn't come around in weeks, not since you ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. So Blake ripped you off? I let him catch some sleep right here behind the bar after last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off with a register. I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs, was trying to give the kid a chance, gave him some chores around the place. Done with him now, done with him. Blake does seem a bit unsavoury. I mean, he stole the cash register. Someone said Blake came by here last night. Nah, he'd be a fool to show up here after what he did. Good for now, thanks. Who's this guy? Keith. Don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media has been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. He gestures to the TV. That why you making your website, Keith? To set the record straight? You know that's right. Don't see how anyone can believe the crap. Okay, let's just repeat. Maybe he made the website. That forum at the start. LeBlanc. Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey Gus, look at this dynamic duo. Not sure I've seen these two around before today. Sure, Gus, that filthy one right there, that's Kate Medear's oldest. Other one's her robot. Filthy? You pulling my leg? That's Kay, Blue's baby. Come on now, I work the turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories, him. How come his kids came out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. They're talking about her like she's not even there. Looked to me like she headed to the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time. Look, Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Sad the way the kids turned out. But forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated professional sleuth, and I happen to have a bit of information. Spit it out then. Hey, listen, I do things on my own time, you understand? Whining ain't going to make this go no quicker. What he means to say is he don't do anything but sit around here and drink. My ass, I'm the hardest working flatfoot you can find, me. LeBlanc, please, time is of the essence. Cool your heels, I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life, I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? What do you need? I need a beer for you, boy. Lord help me, another sap buying that lowlife a drink. Alright, now cough it up. Might need you to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car, but this is enough to get us going. So alright, where do I even start? Your mum ever tell you about me? Nah, nothing. I mean shit. Me must have said something? A hard-nosed detective, charming and mysterious. Give it up, Brett. Alright. I'm sure I came up. The problem is, you got a piss-poor memory. Us investigators, we got to burp. Keep our memory sharp. I do really want to roleplay that, and I can make myself force burp, but I'm not going to do that. So while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. Recurring theme, it seems, with the family. Catherine and then the grandfather seem to be getting into a bit of trouble. Stray away from the normal path, let's say. People would say she was kin to Jesus. Old man lived behind loops would say that. Talking about Paw Paw. Yeah, Paw Paw. Been years since I thought about him. A lot you could say about Paw Paw. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying kunas like me, a child of Christ, you know that's bullshit. What is that? Kunas? We all Christ's children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean. Like literally. Wait, what? This was years ago, long before Blue died. Paw Paw told the priest a family of Cajuns came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, how you say it, like Jesus blood? Got it from her daddy's daddy and so on, all the way back to the old world. Like in that movie, one with the volleyball. That ain't the right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priests and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Paw Paw never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Oh, he was watching Catherine, so this could be the guy that keeps coming past the house that was referenced in the text messages between Blake and Catherine. This guy that keeps coming past the house. Okay, right, so he was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Blue wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow. There is a dog barking outside, so apologies for that. Okay, you got a point there, Keith. So obviously Blue's quite protective of Catherine. You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. There she went, trouble followed. But I admired her, and she admired me. You sure about that? She never said much, but I could tell. She only talked to you when she needed a free hand, Brett. Like hell, she did all she could to get my attention. I just had too much respect for Blue. Couldn't dishonour the man's memory. The bartender shakes his head. Sometimes you make me sad. Don't mind Gus. I always been the handsome one and he gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right beside my place of business. I got a window, looks out on the yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story. And like I was saying, ain't got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink. That's a real generous offer, robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. Oh, it's the same. Come on, Keith. I thought you'd have a little bit of extra to chime in. Is he Sky? I can poke him. Why are you touching my podner? This way he come to relax. Let's try again. Let the man rest. We like to relax around here. Why not? Let's keep going. Okay, it's the same dialogue. What's it going to be this time, folks? LeBlanc wants another. Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. He didn't even finish the first one. The cheek. And I thought he wanted a snack. Can I have 2 beers and a snack? This guy. This the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining on nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. This really important information I'm trying to share here, valuable you might say. Did you buy me the cheapest beer in the house? A little rude maybe, but that's okay. That ain't no problem. So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye on the street. This was a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these shield security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box. I'm like accidentally correcting bad grammar. they were. Million. You saw shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying, robot. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? What would Shield be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a bit of an interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. They're all bloody loose cannons. Why would she be interested in my mum? Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wanted what was in her head. So what makes this lady a loose cannon? That's just what they say. You're talking about Laura, piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation into the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. A lot of people want her gone. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair founded Claire Bionics. They made robots, just like your friend here. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit herself. Anyhow, man's as rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's truth. Alright, Gus. Enough about Laura St. Clair. Why didn't you stop the SHIELD agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time? I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? I told you, I was looking out the window and I saw the SHIELD people. So answer the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home, you're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed them. This guy is just chatting shit right now. That typical, I could have him, I'd do it kind of guy. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell, ask around town, everyone knows I'm a killer. Are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. I was talking shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window is next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. I hadn't even started wiping when I see them SHIELD dudes. Alright, bruh? Would you run down Apple Street with poo all over your ass? Too much info, bruh. The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You got to have a clean ass to fight crime. Everyone knows that. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. Why didn't you stop? Okay, that is enough. Before you go, I've got one more thing. I'm hungry. It would be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat. and circle back afterwards. I might have a little more information to share. What now, old boy? Got hungry? Yes, actually. Suck a wad every day. Good for business, I guess. Oh, that's some nice fries. I could do with some of those right now. What you need? Good for now, thanks. Oh yeah, not speaking to him, am I? Speak to this boy. Should have mentioned I don't much care for fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all, but forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw shield thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What the box contained? No idea. But they was in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery, in that old plantation house, where the real action happens. If I had to guess, they were heading where they were heading, that'd be it. Headquarters deep in the refinery. Say Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website. What's the name going to be, Keith? I got a few ideas in mind. So he hasn't made it yet, so it's not the blog at the start. This is a new one. I got a few ideas in mind. You just like Duck, bro. Duck used to be a news junkie too, digging up dirt on all the bigwigs. That was before cancer knocked him on his ass. Right. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck, Kay? The man could use visitors. Not yet. You better go see him. The old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What do you mean? Kate must have took you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why you talk like that? Did they make you in England or something? You sound like a that's my attempt at a hiccup. Like a queen. That's so funny because I've got such an inherently British accent. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why you talk like that? Because I am indeed, in fact, British. Well, English. To be more specific. Thank you. Burp. Weird ass thing. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. Burp, excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry it up then. Oh, we got a few, okay. We're looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. We'll need help getting into the refinery. Getting in that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates, barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Them the only kind I ever seen get through security. They were saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the Bachelor Woods. It's all over the TV. He points to the television. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of the Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates, Shield officials say. He's believed to be hiding in the Bachelor Woods along the east bank between Kenner and Laplace. You two knuckleheads managed to figure out what Shield was looking for? Come tell me, a good detective should know what's going on. I want to learn a little bit more about these guys. What do you want to know about Paw Paw? How did he become fixated on my mum? A small town like this, your mum attracted attention. He was watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wires crossed, that's my guess. Sounds about right to me. Where is he now? Living in a ditch somewhere. That ain't nice. Gus, ditch man. Ditch man is Paw Paw. Ditch man has to be Paw Paw. He's living in a ditch. He left here a long time ago. He used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went, probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I'd see him walking by every now and then, would exchange a few words. They say he threw a brick through the church window once upon a time. That had people buzzing. A lot of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. That's enough about Paw Paw. Okay, where can I find Duck? Like I told you the first time, just think about it for 2 seconds. I'm sure you've been there 1,000 times, so probably need to go into my memories. Oh, we've got quite a few. Okay, Blake. Your brother never ended up at the Floodgate Tavern. Erica said Blake was headed to the Floodgate Tavern last night. Gus, the bartender, said Blake never showed up. Your brother... Oh, what's this? Bloodline? An old man in Norco named Pawpaw has delusions about your mum. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by way of her Cajun ancestry. He once threw a brick through a church window. Okay, so the current runner, the current CEO of S.H.I.E.L.D. is Laura. Her father is Thomas. They both have experience with cybernetics. There's the possibility that he created beings like Million, and then Lucky is basically a pirate. So let's have a little look. Laura Sinclair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. She is interested in your mum, likely due to some aspect of your mum's research. Finished thoughts. Thomas Sinclair is Laura Sinclair's father and the affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Bachur Woods. Right. Are we done? I think we're good. Let's give him one more poke. Let the man rest. Okay. If we're to attempt getting into the refinery to reclaim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. LeBlanc may know where to find it. There's a fugitive hiding along the Bachur. Yes, we saw him mentioned on the news. Allegedly an oil pirate. What about him? Are oil pirates common? Increasingly so. The pipeline network in this region is largely unmonitored. Claire Bionics and others are developing new technologies to address this. Where is the Bachur? The Bachur Woods are along the Mississippi River near Dime's Discount. Yeah, we've been there before. That could be the guy. Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D. There's a reason. That's reasonable to assume. Okay, never mind. We need to find a way into the refinery. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'd be successful. Let's ask around for some help. So that would be the fugitive. LeBlanc suggested we visit Duck. It's a good advice. Do you recall where Duck lives? No. Unless... Oh, now LeBlanc. Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leaving your house with a box following your mum's death. Okie dokie. Okay, so we can go outside. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was heading here yesterday evening, but the bartender says Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope they point us towards your brother. Okay, it's a good little recap. So we want to find out what those stolen items are. We know that there was the little figurine outside the front of the house that had a disc drive in the front of the face. So all is not really as it seems. Hilarious that detective was on the toilet looking at her. Okay, so I think we go to the Bachur. We don't know where Duck is right now. We just need to remember somehow. I'm still so interested at the, the creature or the being that Catherine met at the end of Act 1. I'm just driven by that. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. So we go to the Bachur. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? We can go there to shield. We've not had that option yet. Dimes discount. They've gone. Wonder if I can go back in here. Any new dialogue? How may I help you? I'm good. No, okay. Apple Street. Okay. Well, there's no horse here anymore. This guy got a big shotty. Either of you see a dog, little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers to Potts. You the one they're looking for? Well, so what? Lucky made the news. They want trouble, here I am. Badass. Please don't be a knob. Everyone else is a knob. You can be a badass but be kind of a bit nice. You see that dog, you send her this way. This man was mentioned on the news, an oil pirate. Lucky's dog is missing. When we were visiting Erica, I noticed a dog near the entrance to the bookshop. Could it be Lucky's dog? A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Bachelor Woods. His dog has gone missing. Right, okay. Cool. Sarpy paperbacks, here we go. Dog. A stocky pit with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanour. How am I going to get this dog? You reach down to pet the dog. She shows her teeth and growls softly. This dog looks kind of hungry. What do dogs eat? Dog food, Brad. Dogs eat dog food. Have you forgiven me about the cat? Still not over the crouton thing, in case you're wondering. I just wanted to ask you some questions. Too bad. If you wanted my help, you should have listened to me when I told you to stop petting the cat. Okay, so you're still holding a grudge, darling. Crouton phone case. You grabbed the phone case from the counter. Oh. Okay. Crouton phone case. So that's actually... Can I lure him over? There's a cat. Has no effect. So we need to get some food to lure the dog. Should we have a look at Shield? Just see what's going on here, because we've not actually been here yet. Whoa. Shit just got real. The Sentinel drone will continue to call guards until it is removed. So we need to... Okay. Bit of foreshadowing. Need to remove the drone. These are new generation of St. Clair units. These are a new generation of St. Clair units. They are running the latest cloud-distributed SCOS. Their armour is composed of more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible for only the two of us. And the Sentinel is certain to complicate our attempt. Nonetheless, I see no alternative. Are you prepared? Let's hold off. Why would we do that now? Oh, I reckon that would have implications, right? So come back here and he told me to give him info. You two knuckleheads managed to figure out what Shield was looking for. Right, okay, no. So I think... Can we go to the shop and actually buy food? That's my... Dog food. Oh, baby. Dusty bags of food line the shelf. I mean, it's not rocket science. You go to the shop if you want dog food, right? Grab a bag of dog food. Scan that, baby. You scan the dog food. Thank you for your purchase. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Right, I'm just going to pause for a second just to change a setting. Be right back. Okay, back. I think the resolution okay, just tweaked a setting or two, so hopefully the experience will look a bit better now. Okay, so million, yes. Okay, so we've got the dog food, so let's crack on. Sarpy books, doggy doggy. You pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Oh, I've got this. This is Potts. Hang on. We've got a new party member. Brer, it's the dog. Love that dog, Brer. Okay. Dimes discount. Let's go back to the Batcher. Let's say hi to this guy. Help me. Potts, you brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Potts now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. Speaking in the third person. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million. Say, robot, you look familiar. You a Claire Bionics unit? No. Alright then, just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair's... She one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. For what? What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Help is just what we need. That's right. We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple of grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. What you got, Kay? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky knows about all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in Norco? S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. Whole operation down there used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. The man laughs. But they regret that idea. So it seems as though this Laura St. Clair is pretty incompetent. Like, people want to get rid of her. She seems, they even say she's a loose cannon. And she wants what Catherine has. So inside that, we should find some pretty tangible answers. Laura St. Clair's a regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Norco. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they'd get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She's been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why is she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Tell me about Thomas Sinclair. Thomas started the company that gets all the security contractors around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. Shield's board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his experience at a discount. Okay. They ain't know the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. This Laura Sinclair is intriguing me. She is intriguing me. Bit of a family feud going on. No one's very happy in this in this place. Everyone's kind of mean to each other. All the families are distant, and it really is a scathing indictment of this well, capitalism. It's definitely a criticism of that so far. I mean, look at the way this town is slowly just. It seems as though it's slowly deteriorated, and then we see when we left the house with the tornadoes or hurricanes, and how there's a fourth predicted one, and what was outlined was that was predicted to happen, and how after that happened, people just come in, it becomes like a war zone. There are pirates, and it just kind of deteriorates from there. I'm still curious as to how we have that prediction within the narrative, but yeah. So you from round here? Lucky come up from Vacherie, right up the river, but he done travelled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done see a good piece of this world. How long have you had Potts? Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought he'd part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. Couldn't stand to see her like this. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Okay, yeah. She returned all I did for her many times. Okay, so we want to go back to the car. Did we get any extra exposition here? No. Okay. Back to the house we go. Overworld blocked. Why is the overworld blocked? Apple Street. So we can't go in here. Can we? No, because the guy's in the bar. Dimes discount, floodgates haven't. Ah, the overview is blocked because we can't travel because our party's too big. Okay. Okay, just gonna have a quick drink. This voice acting work. Tricky on the throat. Lucky waits beside the truck. So this Miss Medea's house then? Lucky knew your mama a bit. Everyone knows Mama. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She weren't no friend to the companies either. They'd have liked to have her dead. They got their wish. They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble? What do you mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they're building a brain. Building a brain? A brain? Hell, everyone know in their buildings, they're building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. They're going to hook them all up, make a bigger brain. This like broken, not broken English, but bad grammar is doing me in. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're going to use it to find fuel out in space. What? Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. Then why get in their way? Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blow up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D., ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. Wait, you're not in my party right now. Never seen a security robot fix a truck before. That's a strange one you got. Your mom's old 4-cylinder 350cc bike. It has extensive rust and wear. Alright, Million. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? Let's go. Monkey. Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. Monkey... what? Monkey's gone. Well, what are we going to do about that? We need to turn around and get Monkey. That's tragic. I'm a bit shocked. S.H.I.E.L.D. is building a brain. Lucky says S.H.I.E.L.D. is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. S.H.I.E.L.D. Are we just going to accept? Million raises her voice through the rear window of the cab. I'm relieved. I was able to get this truck running. 2 pistons need to be replaced. Lucky shouts over the noise of the highway. What you got, Kay? Just barking. We've lost... generic bag of dog food. I'm actually genuinely, like, crushed. So we're going to go to S.H.I.E.L.D. I want to go back. Okay. Looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. upgraded their drone fleet. Seen a couple of these sentinels downriver. They'll just keep calling on guards till you knock them out, but they can't be caught with bullets. Any ideas? You'll need a way into the security system, reroute their flight path. That's what Lucky thinks. Like I say, that sentinel drone is going to keep calling on guards until we knock them out. Lucky ready for anything, up to you. We'll need to find some way of clearing that sentinel. Okay. I think that's a pretty good place to end episode 3. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, but if you didn't enjoy it, don't like and subscribe. I want people to enjoy the content and feel invested in me. So this is an ever-growing developing process. I'm slowly kind of learning the ropes and slowly getting better. So any feedback, positive, negative, leave it in the comments. And well, we'll see you next time for episode 4. Take care and thank you for your time. Bye bye.